Good evening. Fun in the snow for gay skiers and snowboarders. More details with Saga North. The World Tree of Hope, covered with hundreds of hand-folded paper cranes, makes its annual appearance in San Francisco City Hall. Performing in the streets of Hollywood, recording artist Xavier Toscano debuts his new music video. The fight for same-sex marriage returns to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeal. Can the proponents of Proposition 8 convince the appellate court justices to throw out Judge Walker's ruling that the anti-gay initiative is unconstitutional? And we turn 25 years old with a year-long celebration on this February 2012 edition of Outlook Video.
Welcome to the February 2012 edition of Outlook Video, your nationally recognized, award-winning news magazine for gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender communities. I'm Roberta Gonzalez-Gray.
And I'm Tom Smith. Last weekend, Creative San Jose held the second annual Creative Awards in the historic California Theater in downtown San Jose.
An exciting night. The red carpet event honoring community media makers throughout the Bay Area promote and celebrate individual expression, learning, diversity, arts, and civic engagement. Some of us were at the California Theater that night and witnessed this. Watch.
The category of citizen journalist. Raymond Donald Hong and Kim Lawson.
This program would not have been possible for the past 25 years. It's the longest running LGBT news magazine in the San Francisco Bay Area. If not for the hard work and dedication of all his names you saw back there. I owe a debt of gratitude for someone who's no longer with us and passed away back in 92 when he first got me hooked up with Outlook Video. His name is Gary Arata. And for this program, we featured LGBT teen suicides, and I want to thank all those teens out there that were brave enough to tell us their stories. And I'd like to say that it gets better.
For Raymond Donald Hong's coverage of teenage suicides in the LGBT community and continuing coverage of marriage equality for same-sex couples, Outlook Video was presented with a Creative Award for Citizen Journalist.
Also, our Special Pride Edition was a finalist in the Create TV Excellent Producer category.
And the winner is Outlook Video number 278, Kim Lawson and Eric Tong, Create TV San Jose.
And Outlook Video was also presented with the WAVE Award for Community Event in the Alliance for Community Media Western Regional Conference. Nice looking award you got there.
Yes, and I hear Raymond's going to sleep with it all night. Well, actually he is, and I'm not kidding.
For those of you who enjoy playing outside in the cold winter weather,
and then perhaps warming up by the fire while enjoying new friendships.
Exactly. Now that's the part I like.
Yeah.
With those activities in mind, Thib Guicherd-Callin from Saga North, the San Francisco Bay Area Gay and Lesbian Ski, Snowboard, and Recreation Club, is here to talk with Johnny Zych on the club's outdoor winter activities.
Every year, thousands of origami cranes inscribed with wishes from the future from around the world descend on a 20-foot holiday tree put up by the Rainbow World Fund. Raymond was at City Hall over the holidays with Jeffrey Carter and Karen Kai from Rainbow World Fund, who talk about their project promoting peace, love, and humanitarianism.
And it's hard to believe that this year, Outlook Video turns a quarter of a century. So that's right. Back in 1987, when the San Francisco 49ers lost their Super Bowl bid in the playoffs.
Yes, and Whitney Houston charted the Billboard Hot 100 with her single, "Didn't We Almost Have It All?" Something like that. Yeah.
Wow, awesome, Roberta. Outlook Video aired for the first time on cable television, and to celebrate our 25th anniversary of LGBT cablecasting, we're digging through hundreds of hours of programming and showing you a selection from our archives throughout this entire year.
For this month's Blast from the Past, Eric Chung found Outlook Video's 1991 coverage of the riots sparked by California Governor Pete Wilson's veto of Assembly Bill 101 that would have guaranteed statewide protection from discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation by private employers. And even now, 20 years later, with California having these protections, not all the 50 states in the union do.
Also on the program, recording artist Xavier Toscano can be found singing and dancing in the streets of Hollywood in his latest music video, To the Sky.
Oh, and he does it well. And keeping up with our continuing coverage of marriage equality for same-sex couples, we go back to the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit with Raymond for the latest developments on the Proposition 8 case.
But first, Johnny Zych with Saga North, the Bay Area Gay and Lesbian Ski, Snowboard, and Recreation Club. You're watching Outlook Video.
Hi, my name is Taya Gill, and you're watching Outlook Video.
When the original Saga Club was formed in Los Angeles in 1975, the acronym stood for Skiers and Gay Athletes. In 1981, some Saga members moved from Los Angeles to San Francisco and formed Saga North. The group organizes outdoor activities for skiers and snowboarders on numerous trips to Lake Tahoe and out of state during the ski season, as well as summer trips with activities including hiking and water skiing. Joining me from Saga North is President Thib Guicherd-Callin. Thank you for coming down to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about this organization.
So we've been around for 30 years. It's our 30th anniversary season. We are the LGBT Ski and Snowboard Club of Northern California. We welcome all people. And we try to promote camaraderie and snow sports among LGBT demographics.
All people, gay, lesbian,
Yeah, gay,
straight,
lesbian, straight, their friends, and
Okay.
people who are not sure, and whatever. It's
Okay.
about having a good time.
Pretty exclusive.
Yes, very inclusive.
What about with children?
The case hasn't occurred recently, but I'm sure we would consider it. I mean, it's a very inclusive organization.
Okay. How did you become involved in this organization?
Well, so I'm a longtime skier. I've been skiing since I was 3, and I was on another gay and lesbian ski trip, and people were talking about their upcoming Saga North trip, and I was like, what is that? And they told me it was the Gay and Lesbian Ski Club, and I thought, wow, that's a great organization for me. And then I was a member, and then eventually there was, due to work situations, various board members moved out of the Bay Area, and that's when I became involved on the board.
Say like someone like me, I've never skied before. What kind of advice would you give?
Well, getting involved in a group of friends or a ski club is a great way to get started because you don't want to do this alone. It can be a little of an uphill battle, no pun intended, to learn to ski or snowboard. But it's really fun when you have people to support you, especially people who have done this for a long time and who will be there for you at lunchtime and during the evening and whatever. So there's a sort of a support network around you. So that's my advice. Don't do it alone.
Say like right now, there's not much snow on the ground. We're in the middle of winter, but there isn't much. So does a trip get canceled or what?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, last season was one of the most epic seasons on record, but it didn't really start until the beginning of February to snow. So maybe this year will be the same. But even if there's not that much snow, 1, it's still possible to ski. I mean, very rarely are the resorts closed. And 2, we have other activities to offer. We get together at the cabin. There's a hot tub. We can have dinner together or play board games. I mean, the trips are never canceled. It's always a good time regardless.
The demographics you have, people, is it just in the Bay Area or do you have?
It's mostly people from the Bay Area. San Francisco is our largest contingent. The East Bay is second largest. The rest of the Bay Area, and then all of Northern California, as far up as Oregon and down in Southern California. And then also when people move out of the Bay Area, they can still fly to meet us in Colorado or in British Columbia. So we have members all over.
You take trips all over the country then.
Yes, we go even out of state and out of the country sometimes to Whistler, or in the past few years, not really anymore, but in the past few years there used to be ski trips to Europe sometimes, Austria, Switzerland, yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, if you'd like more information about Saga North, point your web browsers to saganorth.com or friend them at facebook.com/SagaNorth. Coming up next, the World Tree of Hope at San Francisco City Hall with Raymond Donald Hong. You're watching Outlook Video.